What's up guys, and welcome to Calisthenics. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do archer push-ups using gymnastics rings instead of doing them regularly like you would on the floor. So as you can see, the exercise is a lot less stable because the rings can move around, the ground can't. So when you're doing your regular archer push-ups on the ground, obviously you're just focusing on moving from one side to the other. But when you're on the rings, you're doing that, but you're also trying to make sure that you're not ending up just doing a chest fly. You're trying to push through one side harder than the other, and not just use your feet as a pivot to reposition your body, which will make sense when I show you the exercise. I'll tell you what not to do and what to do. Other than what I will mention as the big differences between doing archer push-ups on the ground and using the gymnastics rings, you just want to make sure that your form is good, so keeping your body nice and straight, so your abs, your glutes, and your quads nice and tight, making sure that you're only really engaging the muscles that you're trying to work. Obviously, being calisthenics, you will have several muscle groups working together. It's very hard to isolate, but yeah, you just want to put as much emphasis on those muscles as you can. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the setup. You want to make sure that your rings are almost touching the ground. Obviously, you want to leave a little gap so that your knuckles aren't going to hit the ground when you're doing the exercise. You're just kind of hovering above the ground to make sure that your body is as flat as it possibly can be using the rings. And make sure that the straps are hooked kind of further away from you so that you don't have the straps kind of getting in your way, touching your arms too much. They will touch your arms a little bit and you will have to get used to this, but don't worry, it doesn't really get in the way of the exercise, and it doesn't compromise your form or anything like that. Just make sure you're spaced out and then won't get in your way as much as you would think. So once you have your setup ready, what you're going to do is you're going to put your feet out behind you and try to keep your body centered. And obviously in archer push-up you're going to move from one side to the other. So what I was saying earlier about not just using your feet as a pivot is, don't just shift your body over and do kind of like a weird chest fly on one side. You know what I mean? So we're centered here. We want to make sure that this arm's going straight out. We're coming to the side, pushing through that arm, and then we bring back once we're at the top. So here, push through one arm, and once we're up, then we bring the rings together. So make sure you focus on doing it nice and slow when you start. Bring together, come down, push through with one arm, then bring together, and make sure you're doing it properly like this, or else you'll probably be doing pretty much just a regular chest fly. So this exercise is really awesome. Obviously, like I said, the stability is something you have to get used to, so it adds more difficulty to the exercise as opposed to your regular archer push-ups, where you're just on the ground, and we'll show you that quickly. So you're just kind of going one side to the other, and your hands are fixed in place, they're not moving around, so obviously that is the major difference. Like I said, you want to make sure that your form is more or less the same as a regular archer push-up, so you're keeping your body nice and straight, as always, and yeah, just focusing on really coming down on one side. So I'll show you again. So coming down on one side, the other arm goes straight out, you push through the arm that you're trying to target, or the side you're trying to target, before bringing together. So up, then together, up, then together, up, then together. So there is a little chest fly element to it, obviously, because when you're doing your archer push-ups, your hands stay spaced out, but here we're actually going down, bringing together, going down, bringing together, like I said. So there's another added element there, so you're gonna really squeeze your chest together. So that's really cool as well. So it is like an archer chest fly thing, but you just wanna make sure that you're not just doing regular chest flies and just shifting your body to one side. You really wanna make sure that you're pushing through one arm, then squeezing, pushing through the other arm, then squeezing. So really make sure you focus on that, and you should be good with this exercise. It does take some getting used to, because you're using the rings. If you haven't used rings before, you'll notice very quickly that they are totally unstable, but you do get used to this quite quickly, and it is a really good way of training. It's really good for your muscles, obviously, because it's a new stimulus if you're not used to it, and it's good for unlocking new muscle growth and just getting really good at using the rings, which are a great piece of equipment if you're doing calisthenics training. So guys, that's pretty much it for the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you do have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Until next time guys, stay strong, peace out.